back to Kristin being clumsy, I have to call you out. And you have told this story, I think it was on Jimmy Kimmel, so I hope you're okay with me going here, but didn't you once set your hair on fire?
Yeah. I had done the Macy's Day Parade, which makes you want to be sick anyway. And I had the throw-ups, and I had lit a candle behind on the toilet, so note to self, don't put the candle behind if you're going to be doing that. And I had my hair up in a squidgy and a bun. Also, it wasn't my hair, it was somebody from Russia. And I had gotten the feeling of, throwing up, and I was down here, and I remember thinking, blah, I was throwing up, and I remember thinking, what's that horrible burning smell? And I leaned up, and this bun was smoking. It was on fire. So I took a towel and beaded my head with it, and then I basically went to bed for 3 days, and then there was like hair coming out, and then I was like, patched, like bald patches all over my head, and it's okay though, you can get new hair like that.
Well, it was I believe Labor Day weekend that Danielle Thomas, who's out here as Kristin's manager, called us up and said, we have a problem. Kristin tripped and broke her rib, and we were in the middle of shooting what would air as our 4th episode, which is a big episode for Kristin, but the episode Girth with the horse episode, where we find out that she used to be a jockey, was an episode that was her biggest episode of the series, and she did a phenomenal job, and she was in tremendous pain and on painkillers.
Well, Percocet, first of all, it's a wonderful... It's a wonderful drug, and I know we're not supposed to talk about drugs and things, but I could not have done it without it, and apparently Brian said I was never better.
She was...
and hard on.
I was taking the
happiest Kristin.
I was
Hi, guys.
But then the cameras would roll, and she would just snap into it, and then she'd never even...
The pigeon that she was... When we sang, honey, I just said, start.
Yeah.
She was just so happy. Go. Where do you want me to go?
But it's like clockwork. When it wears off, you have to take it again. You are going to be in serious.
Actually,
I should not advocate this. I'm sorry.
Are you going to chop the hair up again before you...
Well, I just got done doing a movie where I played Reese Witherspoon's sister, and we kind of had to have the same length deal going on, but, I don't know. I don't know.
I think there's a nice...
It's not my hair. I'm not giving it back to Svetlana, so... It's expensive. Although I did drive up in my car the other day, and there was a wad of that hair that I had been driving over with my own extension. How it came out. I was like, how'd it get on the garage floor?
I think we have time for maybe 1 or 2 more questions. Next question?
Okay. I like all of you. You're wonderful, but Kristin, you're my favorite, and I love that you sing on the show, and I really was wondering if there was going to be a soundtrack for the show so we get to listen to you when the show's done.
First of all, thank you so much. As far as the soundtrack goes, I mean...
I think we are looking at releasing a soundtrack. So...
I think the music, and we all agree, this is another major star of our show. I mean, James Dooley's amazing.
amazing.
Our composer.
Yeah.
Talented.
Thank you.
I mean, the music, the score is great.
Next question?
Over here.
Yeah, the fact that Digby's like 20 and still in great shape seems to imply that when you come back to life, you don't age. Is that true? And if so, are Ned and Chuck at some point going to realize that Ned will be aging and Chuck will be forever young?
It's okay, because he'll still be cute when he gets older.
We'll move the show to CBS then.
Oh my God.
Yes, it definitely implies that Digby looks great for his age, and Chuck may have a similar future.
And in 12 years, Anna's going to need Botox.
Yeah. Oh God, how am I going to do that?
You're 12,
They're looking
though,
young.
I've got a great doctor, don't worry about it.
Thanks, Kate.
You're welcome, eh? I don't do that. I'm seriously. So again.
Yeah, just the Percocet.
Just the Percocet, the shots, and extension. A natural girl.
I'm all natural.
All right, well, now that we've all learned about Percocet and all of these other wonderful things tonight, I want to thank you all for coming. So thank you all for coming, and have a really great night, and watch Pushing Daisies this fall, ABC.